My Town Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the My Town Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our MyTown TV app for your Android or iPhone to watch other live broadcasts and see archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please like and follow all of our social media to keep up with everything happening at MyTown TV. This broadcast will begin in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our app for your smart TV on Roku or Apple TV to watch other live and archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our MyTown TV app for your Android or iPhone to watch other live broadcasts and see archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few minutes. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please like and follow all of our social media to keep up with everything happening at MyTown TV. This broadcast will begin in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please download our app for your smart TV on Roku or Apple TV to watch other live and archived events. Our broadcast will start in just a few moments. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. This event has not yet started. Please stay tuned and we will begin broadcasting in just a few minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cabell Midland High School, where tonight, finally, we're getting a game here at Cabell Midland to decide who qualifies for the state tournament next week in Huntington, West Virginia. Tonight, it's the Cabell Midland Knights playing host to the Riverside Warriors. It took a while to get this game going because we had several rainouts as they came through the loser's side of the bracket after a great game just a week ago tonight. It was between Cabell Midland and Hurricane, won by Hurricane on a game-winning 3-run home run in the bottom of the 7th inning, and so Cabell Midland had to wait for several of these teams to work their way through that part of the loser's bracket, and it was the Warriors of Riverside that came out victorious. They had the win last night over Oak Hill that put them in this position for one win away from getting to the state tournament. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Also tonight, we have 16th Region Girls Softball action, the championship game between Ashland and Rowan County. It's a rematch of last year's game that Rowan County won in dramatic fashion and qualified for the state tournament. The Ashland Kittens up early, 2-0 in the top of the first inning. And they have that game tonight. And then tomorrow night we'll have region semifinal baseball in the 16th region, Rowan County and Ashland. I want to remind you that Tonight's game between Riverside and Cabell Midland is fueled by Clark's Pump and Shop, presented by Big Sandy Superstore and made possible by Restoration RX. We'll come back after this first break, and we'll run down the Riverside lineup on the Restoration RX pregame show right after this.
Download our app today.
Whoa, easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me?
Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet.
You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Hot doggies, give me that.
What in the Pixar?
You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner.
Get some every time.
Rewards. Got it.
Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan home at Big Sandy Superstore.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cabell Midland High School here on the Restoration RX pregame show. It is Riverside coming in as Cabell Midland plays host to the Riverside Warriors, 11-20 on the season. But don't let that record fool you. These two teams met earlier this year, right here. Or I believe they met, yes, at Riverside, and Cabell Midland come out of that one victorious, but it took them 8 innings in a 6-3 victory for the Knights. Tonight for the Riverside Warriors, their lineup will be Jaden Sparkman will be on the hill, and he will lead off. Batting second for Riverside will be Levi Osborne. He will be at shortstop. At batting third behind the plate, Aaron George. Tug Eggleton will be at first base, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Caden Lipscomb. Eli Burke will be in left field and bat sixth. Bryson Breeden will be in right field, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Nate Beasley will be the DH. And batting ninth, Dom Hodge will be the second baseman. Logan Tudor will be in center field, but he will not hit. So your defensive alignment for Riverside, it's Sparkman on the hill, George behind the plate, third around the first, Lipscomb, Osborne, Hodge, and Eagleton, and then left around the right is Burke, Tudor, and Breeden. And as I mentioned, Riverside got a win over Oak Hill last night, and that was their second win over Oak Hill in the postseason. They ended the regular season with 2 wins, a win over Capital and a win over Parkersburg South. They lost to Oak Hill to open up Class 4A South Region play, then defeated Buchanan Upshur 11-1, then come back and beat Oak Hill 9-1 last night. They had some time off between those two ball games. It was 5 days between Oak Hill and Buchanan Upshur, and 3 days between Buchanan Upshur and Oak Hill. Cabell Midland's had some time off as well, as they've been, last time they played was a week ago versus Hurricane, and they lost that one 6-3, and put them here in the loser brackets game here. But the winner of this one will advance to the West Virginia State Tournament. So we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll run down Cabell Midland's lineup for you and talk a little bit about the Knights here on MyTown TV. You're watching the Restoration RX pregame show here on MyTown TV. We'll be right back.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boo stop.
Candied bacon.
Step forward, one step back. Take your
A buttermilk ranch bun.
it all back. Put your hands up high, drop down low.
With a jalapeno kick.
That's the way it goes at the ranch.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX. Water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Restoration RX pregame show here on MyTown TV. We're getting close to the first pitch between Cabell Midland and Riverside. Cabell Midland coming into this game tonight, 19-15 on the season. They're the number 3 seed here in the southern region of Class 4A. They played this Riverside team, as I mentioned in our segment, talking about the Warriors defeated Riverside at Riverside in 8 innings back on April the 16th. And here in the postseason, Cabell Midland's only played 2 games. They got the win over Buchanan Upshur, a 13-4 victory back on May the 19th, almost 9 days ago. Then played at Hurricane on the 21st and dropped that one 6-3 to put them into the losers bracket into this ball game. And the winner of this one gets a chance to go to the state tournament next week in Huntington. Your lineup tonight for the Knights, being a week off, they're able to throw their number 1 pitcher, Owen Maynard, again this week. He'll go against Riverside. The lineup, batting order tonight, Eli McGinnis will lead off. He'll be the catcher tonight. Andrew LaFawn will be at second base and bat second. In right field, it'll be Braylon Wing. In center field, Cade Johnson will bat fourth. Batting fifth is left fielder Cruz Hunt. Batting sixth will be your shortstop, Seth Hinkle. Cam Wallace will be your designated hitter and bat seventh. Luke Harbert will be at first base, and he will bat eighth. Hunter Workman will be at third base and bat ninth. And as I mentioned, Owen Maynard will be on the hill tonight for the Knights, and got another ball game on MyTown TV, a MyTown matchup actually, in the MyTown matchup in the top of the first inning is between Ashland and Rowan County in the 16th Region Girls Softball Championship. With 2 down in the top of the first inning, the Ashland Kittens are leading 7-0 in the first inning. So Ashland has jumped all over Rowan County in the first inning. So Kittens trying to leave no doubt a little bit of revenge after dropping a tough one to Rowan County in the 7th inning last year in the 16th Region Championship game. I know they've had at least one 3-run homer. Haven't been following it really close, but that is your score from out at Grayson. East Carter playing the host of that 16th Region softball tournament. We'll give you the defensive alignment for the Knights of Cabell Midland. Owen Maynard will be on the hill. McGinnis will be behind the plate. From third around to first will be Workman, Hinkle, LaFawn, and Harbert. And then left around to right is Hunt, Johnson, and Wing. Want to remind everyone also that we're thrilled that our 3 West Virginia schools that or at least 2 of our 3 West Virginia schools that we've covered this baseball and softball season. The Huntington Highlanders and the Spring Valley Timberwolves both have qualified for the state tournament, and we're hoping that the Knights of Cabell Midland will do the same here tonight. So we are getting ready to introduce the starting lineups and the rosters for both teams, and I'll go quiet and let the PA announcer introduce both of these teams.
Number 15, Jaden Sparkman. Batting second will be their shortstop, number 7, Levi Osborne. Batting third will be their catcher, number 2, Aaron George. Batting fourth will be the first baseman, number 30, Tug Eggleton. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 20, Caden Lipscomb. Batting sixth will be their left fielder, number 0, Eli Burke. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 4, Bryson Breeden. Third DH, batting eighth, number 17, Nate Beasley. Batting ninth will be their second baseman, number 1, Dom Hodge. Playing left field will be number 12, Logan Tudor. Your rest of the squad, it's number 3, Braden Foster, number 5, Clifford Gray, number 9, Caleb Kaufman, number 10, Colin Horan, number 24, Todd Carter, and number 13, Riley Gilmore. And now, folks, let's introduce your home team, your Cabell Midland Knights. Batting first will be our catcher, number 20, Eli McGinnis. Batting second will be our second baseman, number 4, Andrew LaFawn. In right field, batting third, number 15, Braylon Wing. Out in center field, batting fourth, number 10, Cade Johnson. Batting fifth, playing left field, number 14, Cruz Hunt. Batting sixth, our shortstop, number 26, Seth Hinkle. Batting seventh will be our DH, number 6, Cam Wallace. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 9, Luke Harbert. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 8, Hunter Workman. On the mound pitching tonight will be number 5, Owen Maynard. The rest of our squad will be number 1, Aiden Perry. Number 2, Owen Brunty. Number 11 is Ethan Eves. Number 12 is Jake Asbury. Number 16, Brady Ballou. Number 18, Tucker Atkins. Number 21 is Mason Wooten. Number 23 is Braden Armstead. Number 25, Mason Lytle. Number 27, Caleb Crawford. And number 30, Braxton Parsons. Ladies and gentlemen, this time.
All right, folks, we're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll have first pitch between Cabell Midland and Riverside.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
From hand-cut steaks to fall-off-the-bone ribs, Texas Roadhouse has something for everyone. Visit TexasRoadhouse.com or download the Texas Roadhouse mobile app to get on the wait list or place a to-go order online. Fresh baked bread and honey cinnamon butter await at Texas Roadhouse. Order their legendary catering for your next event. Located at 501 Winchester Avenue across from Ashland Town Center Mall. Texas Roadhouse will help you support your local school.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
All right, folks, we are back here at Cabell Midland. The West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission serves its 286 member schools and their students by providing leadership and support for the conduct of education-based athletics, which enrich the educational experience of all participants. Play, perform, compete together. The West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission promotes athletics that provide lifelong and life-quality learning experiences to high school students while enhancing their achievement of educational goals. Play, perform, compete together. Today's athletic event is not about winning at all costs, disrespecting others, or criticizing the athletes, coaches, or officials. It's about learning and growing, developing character, and competing with class. Please keep it positive and bench bad behavior. That's a message from the WVSSAC, and Owen Maynard is completing his warm-up tosses to give you an update throughout the pregame show. I was giving you an update of the 16th Region Girls Softball Championship game being held at East Carter High School in Grayson, Kentucky. It's a My Town matchup in the championship game between the Ashland Kittens and the Lady Vikings of Rowan County, and the Kittens have put up 8 in the top of the first inning to lead 8-0 headed to the bottom of the first, making a statement out at East Carter and trying to get a little bit of revenge from where they were last year and dropped a tough one where Ashland led pretty much the entire game, but Rowan County was able to come back in the bottom of the 7th and wind up punching their ticket to the state tournament. Reminder for
leading off first for the Warriors will be their pitcher, number 15.
The defensive alignment for Cabell Midland: Owen Maynard on the hill, McGinnis behind the plate, third around to first, Workman, Hinkle, LaFawn, Harbert, Hunt, Johnson, and Wing left around the right. This first pitch tonight is brought to you by Restoration RX. So for Riverside, the top 3 scheduled to come to the plate: Jaden Sparkman, Levi Osborne, and Aaron George will face Owen Maynard here in the top of the first inning. Maynard delivers the first pitch, and Sparkman swings and misses, 0-1. And that's going to stay low. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. Maynard comes to the plate with the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled at the plate. Looked like a little bit of a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reminder also giving you updates at the 16th Region Softball Tournament. Tomorrow night we'll bring you semifinal number 1 following our My Town partner schools in the postseason. It'll be Rowan County and Ashland will be playing tomorrow night, 5:30, in semifinal number 1 for an opportunity to play for the championship of the 16th region. The 1-2 bounced at the plate. Maynard, slow hopper, and he throws and he gets him as Harbert keeps his foot on the bag, and there's one away.
Coming up will be the shortstop, number 7, Levi Osborne.
And now Levi Osborne will come to the plate. With 1 down, nobody on. It's nice to see sunshine finally, as we've dealt with rain for pretty much a week now, and it's been difficult to get some ball games in. Glad to be back behind the microphone and hopefully get a Cabell night win here tonight. And that was a swing and a miss, strike 1, as the Cabell Midland Knights are trying to get back to the state tournament, a tournament they won back in 2024. And that stays outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll also bring you the 16th Region Championship in baseball, as we have a My-Town matchup in semifinal number 1. Both My-Town schools, one of those schools will be playing in the championship on Saturday afternoon. Swing and fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes, as Maynard has been ahead of both of the hitters here to start this ball game. Here's the delivery from Maynard. Breaking ball stays way inside. Didn't really break enough and stayed high. Count evens now at 2-2. And inside again, as Osborne almost went, but held off, and now the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it stays inside, ball 4. So Levi Osborne draws a 1-out walk.
Now coming to bat,
And that'll bring up the catcher, Aaron George.
Number 2, Aaron George.
So 1 on, 1 down, top of the first inning. Number 3 hitter, Aaron George, stepping in against Owen Maynard. Maynard will deliver, and that's hit right back up the middle. LaFawn gets it, steps on second, over to first, double play. Nice play by Andrew LaFawn to double him up and end the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and no errors at the end of a half inning. No score for Riverside. Cabell Midland coming to bat. We'll be back after this.
Cabell Midland coming to bat. Hey, coming like this.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
All right, folks, we are back, headed to coming up in the bottom of the first inning for Cabell Midland. Scheduled to hit is Eli McGinnis, Andrew LaFawn, and Braylon Wing, 1, 2, and 3, as Riverside went down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Started off with a ground out, and then Owen Maynard gave up a walk, but then Andrew LaFawn scooped up a ground ball up the middle, stepped on second and threw to first for the double play, and retired the side for Riverside. Go-Mart, founded in West Virginia and proud to support its schools, athletes, and communities, supporting the state high school championships. Go-Mart celebrates the spirit that brings us together. Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart. And Jaden Sparkman finishing his warm-up tosses. And your reminder for your defensive alignment, Sparkman on the hill, George behind the plate, third around to first. It's Lipscomb, Osborne, Hodge, and Eggleton. And then left around to right, it's Burke, Tudor, and Breeden will be your defensive alignment for Cabell Midland. There's the throw down, and now Eli McGinnis will come to the plate for Cabell Midland.
Our catcher, number 20, Eli McGinnis.
George will come back after the meeting at the mound with the infielders, and Sparkman is ready, and McGinnis about to step in, and we'll get the bottom of the first inning started here at Cabell Midland. First pitch from Sparkman way outside, ball one. That is strike one as Sparkman gets it across the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike on McGinnis. Swing and a miss on a ball on the outer part of the plate, maybe just off the plate at 1 ball and 2 strikes. McGinnis steps out, takes a breather, and now he's ready back in the batter's box. The 1-2 from Sparkman is just off the plate outside, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that is popped in the air, and it'll go out of play, and it'll stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's off the plate. It was close, but off the plate. It goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nice eye there by McGinnis. So the count is full. Here's the payoff from Sparkman. And that is popped high in the air out towards second base. Coming in is the shortstop, Osborne, who makes the catch. That one was high in the air. But 1 away, and now second baseman Andrew LaFawn will come to the plate. He instrumental in the inning double play in the top of the inning as he took a ground ball towards up the middle by Aaron George, stepped on second base, got the force out, and threw George out at first base and got the double play to get Cabell Midland out of the inning 1-2-3 against Riverside. And LaFawn takes that one up and in, ball 1. And that's inside, and that hit LaFawn. And he's going to go to first base.
After the hit batter,
And so now we have a runner on first as LaFawn. Now Braylon Wing will come to the plate. The right fielder, and I think the Riverside coach is probably wondering if it hit the bat or not, but I think it was pretty obvious that the ball hit LaFawn. It wasn't a foul ball. Or he may be asking if he was in the strike zone and it hit him. And he's getting the explanation. LaFawn's going to stay at first. Quick throw over to first. LaFawn was only one step off the bag. And Wing will step in. And Sparkman throws over and LaFawn back. Sparkman comes to the plate, high and away. Almost kind of looked like a pitch out there. 1-0. Sparkman keeping a good eye on LaFawn at first base. He'll come to the plate. Wing swings and misses on a pitch that was a little up. Evens the count at 1-1 strike. Another ball high, 2-1. As every pitch Sparkman has thrown to Braylon Wing here has been high in the zone or out of the zone. 2-1 on Wing. LaFawn with a pretty decent lead at first. Sparkman comes to the plate, high and away, 3-1, and kind of seems like LaFawn over at first base is bothering Sparkman just a little bit, as he's had trouble finding the strike zone. The 3-1 to Wing, and he swings and misses. That was probably ball 4. It looked like that one was a little up and out of the zone, but the count goes full now. Throw over to first, and LaFawn is back. Rowan County has responded. LaFawn is going Wing, hits that one into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. LaFawn's going to round second, and he'll go to third. He waited a minute to see if that ball was going to get caught. So now that puts LaFawn on third, and a base hit for Braylon Wing puts runners on first and third for the cleanup hitter, Cade Johnson. And it makes you think in this situation, will you send Wing to try to get a runner in scoring position to see if Riverside will make an attempt to throw down? Most teams this season, when that has occurred, the team on defense has not made an attempt to throw to second base. Sparkman comes to the plate, that's high, and Wing does take second with no throw. And so now an opportunity for your cleanup hitter, Cade Johnson, with 2 runners in scoring position and a 1-0 count. And Johnson laid off of that one, thought about it, took a strike, 1-1. Sparkman comes set. He'll come to the plate with the 1-1. And that's strike 2 as Johnson takes it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch, and Johnson fouls that one away and stays alive. That's off the plate. It's a nice pitch there, but just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice pitch there by Sparkman. Nice job by Johnson to lay off of that one. Curveball. It's hit off the end of the bat to the first baseman. He's going to come home, and the runner is going to be safe. And another run is going to come around as Wing tries to score, and he gets his hand under the tag, and 2 score on the little fielder's choice to first base by Cade Johnson. Something you don't expect on a ground ball, and Cabell Midland scores 2 and goes up 2-0.
Be our left fielder, number 14, Cruz Hunt.
So Cade Johnson reaches on the fielder's choice as Eggleton came home, and a nice job by LaFawn to get in there before the tag, and the ball got knocked away, and Wing hustling around came around to score as Cruz Hunt takes strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Bottom of the first inning, Midland up 2-0. 1 down, Cade Johnson on first. And they'll throw over. Johnson is back. Square to bunt. Johnson's going down. The throw down bounces, and Johnson's able to get in there, and he'll be in scoring position. And so now Cruz Hunt with an opportunity. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner in scoring position. Cabell Midland's already pushed 2 across the plate. They're looking for more here in the bottom of the first. The throw back to second. Johnson is back. And that's popped high in the air. Down to the third baseman, and that is caught by Lipscomb. And there's 2 away.
Number 26, Seth Hinkle.
So now Seth Hinkle will come to the plate with a runner on second and 2 down. So Hinkle with a base hit could add 1 more to Midland's lead here in the bottom of the first. And he takes strike 1. 0-1. If Hinkle's able to get on, Cam Wallace, the DH, is on deck for Cabell Midland. And throw back to second again. Second time he's thrown to second with Johnson out there. The 0-1 to Hinkle, and that just about hits him in the head as Hinkle dropped out of the way. It's now 1-1. Looked like that one got away from Sparkman maybe just a touch. And that's fouled straight back. It's 1-2. So Hinkle had it timed just under it a little bit and fouled it straight back. One and 2 here on Hinkle. Sparkman delivers, And it's popped in the air. Shortstop Osborne coming in and makes the catch, but not before Midland plates 2 runs on 1 base hit and 1 runner left at the end of 1 complete. It's Cabell Midland 2 and Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Hope's community efforts by following them on Instagram. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Hope Gas. And now Owen Maynard is finishing up his warm-up tosses as he comes out for his second inning of work and has a 2-0 lead after he was able to face the minimum amount of batters, even after walking the number 2 hitter, faced the minimum amount of batters in the first inning, thanks to Andrew LaFawn's double play. And for Riverside, it will be Tug Eggleton, then Caden Lipscomb, and then Eli Burke. Your 4, 5, and 6 hitters will come to the plate for the Warriors. And last score I got out in the 16th Region Softball Championship, the Ashland Kittens still leading the Lady Vikings around county 8-2. As Maynard delivers a swing and a miss by Eggleton, strike 1. 0-1. And that gets called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. Quickly 0-2 on Eggleton. Looks like they might be going outside again. And that one's a little up. Ball 1, 1-2. Nice location there from Maynard, trying to get Eggleton to chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maynard delivers, and Eggleton bounces that one to LaFawn, who slipped, bobbled it, is able to pick it up and throw and make the out. Nice catch by Harbert there. And 1 away. Caden Lipscomb will now come to the plate with 1 down, nobody on. Riverside trailing 2-0 here in the top of the second. And that's strike 1 from Maynard. And that's fouled away. It's now strike 2. So quickly 0-2 on the second hitter in this inning. Maynard got ahead of Eggleton 0-2 and now ahead of Lipscomb 0-2. And there's time called. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss and strike three, and Maynard picks up his first strikeout of the game. And it's now 2 down, nobody on.
Number 0, Eli Burke.
And so an updated score from out at Grayson. Ashland leading Rowan County in the top of the third, 11-2. So now Eli Burke will step in. Breaking ball, strike one. Had a nice late break on that one from Maynard. And that is a bouncer to Hinkle, charging, throws, and got him. Another 3 up and 3 down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on. Heading to the bottom of the second, it's Cabell Midland 2, Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
Okay, folks, we are back here at Cabell Midland, heading to the bottom of the second inning. The Knights with a 2-0 lead after getting 2 runs in the bottom of the first. And they will bring to the plate the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. It'll be Cam Wallace, Luke Harbert, and Hunter Workman will come to the plate for Cabell Midland. Jaden Sparkman out for his second inning of work for the Warriors of Riverside. That one's outside. And it's fouled straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. A reminder that Field Turf is the trusted choice for athletic fields in West Virginia. Field Turf is a proud partner of the WVSSAC. And that's fouled back again. 1 and 2 on your leadoff hitter here in the second, Cam Wallace. And that's going to be a base hit right back up the middle for Wallace. Nice line drive. And the leadoff hitter is on.
Will be our first baseman, number 9, Luke Harbert.
So Luke Harbert will now come to the plate with a runner on. Harbert gets some instruction from the third base coach. He now steps into the batter's box. Sparkman throws over, and Wallace is back. And that hits Harbert. That's the second, or they're going to say that was a foul ball. I think that hit Harbert on the hand and on the handle, maybe right at the top part of the handle. Says it's his right hand. At least that's the hand that he seems to be squeezing there. And they're going to check it out. It was called a strike. No balls and a strike on Harbert. Harbert's okay, and he's getting few practice swings, and he'll step in. Heading to the bottom of the third out in Grayson. It's 12-2 Ashland in the softball championship of the 16th region. Sparkman comes set. He'll come to the plate. Harbert squares, and that's called ball one. And it's 1-1. Harbert showing bunt again, pulls it back, throws it outside, ball two, as third baseman Lipscomb is playing well in as Harbert squares the bunt. And throw over and runners back. Harbert squares the bunt, hits it in the air, but it's going to bounce to the third baseman. Picks it up and throws him out. A nice play there by Lipscomb to get the out, but it's going to be a sacrifice.
Number 8, Hunter Workman.
As that'll sacrifice Wallace to second, and now Hunter Workman will come to the plate. Workman with one down, a runner in scoring position on second base. Bottom of the second inning. Cabell Midland leading 2-0. And that's outside and low, ball one. Ball two, now 2-0. That's going to be ball three. So 3-0, and you got to think Workman may be taking after taking 3 straight out of the zone. And he does, and that's 4 straight. Cabell Midland has now got 2 runners on, and they're bringing the top of the lineup to the plate with only 1 down. So you got Wallace on second, and we've got a timeout. Trip to the mound. We'll take a 1-minute timeout break. We'll be back right after this.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX. Call 606-694-1096 today. Peace of mind starts here.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
Okay, folks, we are back. Eli McGinnis stepping in for his second time against Sparkman, and he takes ball 1. So that's 5 out of the zone in a row for Sparkman. McGinnis popped up to the shortstop in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Got 2 runners on and 1 down here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to be strike 1 from Sparkman. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch stays high, 2-2. And foul tipped into the glove, and that's going to be a strikeout.
Now coming to bat will be our second baseman, number 4, Andrew LaFawn.
That's the first strikeout of the game for Sparkman. Now to bring up Andrew LaFawn, who was hit by a pitch in his first at bat and came around to score the first of 2 Cabell Midland night runs in the first inning. So 2 runners on first and second, 2 down, bottom of the second inning. And LaFawn pops that one high in the air and out of play back behind the plate, 0-1. And LaFawn swings and misses on a breaking ball. Nice pitch by Sparkman, 0-2. LaFawn out in front of that one. There's the 0-2 pitch. And that's hit hard, and that's going to get through past the shortstop, and we're going to score 1 run as Cam Wallace will come to home, and the runner's going to slide in to third is Hunter Workman. And so an RBI single for Andrew LaFawn. Now Braylon Wing will come to the plate, and you got to figure that during this at bat, they'll give an opportunity for LaFawn to try to steal second base. Because you don't think that Riverside will make an attempt to throw down here. Shortstop was on that base hit, was playing a little towards second as you had a runner on second, and there goes LaFawn. No throw down, and now you have 2 runners in scoring position for the number 3 hitter, Braylon Wing, and Wing did single his first time up, so 1 for 1, and he fouls that one straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wing takes that one high as George took a second to throw that one back. I think he thought he might have the strike there, but 2-1. And that's up and away, 3-1. So you got to feel like Sparkman wants to throw a strike, doesn't want to load the bases with Cade Johnson on deck. So Braylon Wing with a great hitter's count here at 3 balls and a strike. And that one's way high and outside, and that's going to load the bases. And that'll bring up Cade Johnson.
Center fielder, number 10, Cade Johnson.
Johnson reached on a fielder's choice as he grounded to first, and Eggleton decided to come home to try to cut the runner off and was unable to do it, and the ball got away, and 2 runs scored after the fielder's choice by Johnson. But big opportunity for Cade Johnson with the bases loaded, and that's ball 1 high. And Sparkman now seemed to be struggling to find the strike zone. Johnson, that's a base hit right back up the middle. Line drive, and that's going to score at least 2. And Wing will stop at second as LaFawn and Workman will score on a 2 RBI single by Cade Johnson. So Workman scores, LaFawn scores, Wing moves up to second, Johnson with a 2 RBI single. And that's going to bring up Cruz Hunt. And Hunt popped out to the third baseman in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. He hits that one into left field. Going back is Burke and makes the catch, and that will do it, but not before Cabell Midland plates 3 runs on a couple of base hits and 2 runners left. At the end of 2 complete, it's Cabell Midland 5 and Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boots stop loud.
Candied bacon. A buttermilk ranch bun. With a jalapeno kick. Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
All right, folks, we are back headed to the 3rd inning. Chick-fil-A and its 18 West Virginia owner-operators salute the more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports helps to develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life. The same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. So Owen Maynard finishing his warm-up tosses here in the 3rd inning. And it'll be Riverside to bring up the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. They've been retired in order the first 2 innings.
Leading off the top of the 3rd inning for the Warriors will be their right field.
And so it'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Bryson Breeden, Nate Beasley, and Dom Hodge will come to the plate to face Owen Maynard. And that's strike 1. Nice pitch there by Owen Maynard. He's got some run support tonight. Needs to throw strikes and let his defense help him. Up 5-0 here just after 2. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. Quickly ahead in the count. That stays inside and low. Ball 1. One, 2 from Maynard. That's hit right back at Maynard off his foot. LaFawn with a nice backhand. Throw to first, and he got him. What a great play by Andrew LaFawn with the ricochet off of Owen Maynard's foot, and he gets him by a step at first base. Great play there by Andrew LaFawn. And now Nate Beasley will come to the plate. What a great play by LaFawn, not giving up on that one and getting the out at first base. Now the DH, Beasley, will step in. That's just off the plate, ball 1. Nice location on that. It was just a little outside from Maynard. And just about hit the hitter, and it stays inside, 2-0. Another inch inside, and I believe Beasley is standing on first base. 2-0. And almost got him again on the curveball on the inside. Stayed inside. It's now 3-0. It's only the second hitter here in 2+ innings that Maynard has went to a 3-ball count on, and that's strike one. It's fouled away, and now Maynard's been able to fight back, and it's now full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes after being behind 3-0. I don't like guessing pitches, but I feel like a breaking ball coming here on this 3-2 count. And it's fouled away down the right field line. It'll stay 3-2. Beasley behind on that pitch, but was able to foul it off. And that's grounded foul outside of third. There's the payoff pitch from Maynard. Stays just off the plate inside. And it's a walk.
Now coming to bat will be the second baseman, number 1, Dom Hodge.
So now Dom Hodge will come to the plate. Second walk of the day for Maynard. Squared to bunt. Strike is called. Runner's back after the throw down. Maynard comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Tempted to bunt, that's strike, and that's a strikeout. Second strikeout of the ball game for Owen Maynard. So now that'll bring the leadoff hitter to the plate, and Jaden Sparkman, who grounded out to Maynard, leading off the top of the first inning. 0 for 1 on the day. Be his second time to see Owen Maynard tonight. 2 down, runner on first. Midland leading 5-0 here in the top of the third. That's going to be strike 1 on the corner to Sparkman. That's got to be strike 2, and it is. Quickly 0-2 on the leadoff hitter, Jaden Sparkman. Last pitch from Owen Maynard. Hit the speed gun at 86. Here's the 0-2. That one's up and away, ball 1. Swing and a miss and a strikeout, and that'll end the top of the third inning. One runner, no base hits, no errors, no runs scored, one runner left at the end of 2.5. Riverside trails Cabell Midland 5-0. We'll be back right after this.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
When it comes to your future, don't just swing. Knock it out of the park and apply to Ashland Community and Technical College. With hands-on training and career-focused programs, step up to the plate. Apply today at ashland.kctcs.edu.
All right, folks, we are back. When it comes to your family's health, trust WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. From routine checkups to advanced surgical procedures, world-class care is available close to home. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. And the West Virginia National Guard. Get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com. So now Seth Hinkle will come to the plate. It'll be Hinkle, Wallace, and Harbert to come to the plate here in the bottom of the third. Cabell Midland leading 5-0. Hinkle popped out to the shortstop to end the first inning. That's going to be ball one outside. That's hit high in the air. Popped up down the third base line in foul territory. And Lipscomb makes the catch for the first out. Cam Wallace will come to the plate. He led off the second inning with a base hit and came around to score the first of 3 runs in the second inning. So he's 1 for 1 on the day with a run scored. And that is popped in the air, and Eggleston off the end of the bat, and Eggleston catches it on the soft liner. So 2 down, and Luke Harbert will come to the plate. He had a sacrifice in the second inning, the ground out that pushed the runner to second, and Cam Wallace. So no official at bat on the day for Harbert. And that is right down Broadway, strike one. Tried to frame that one, but called ball one. 1 ball and 1 strikes outside the plate there. And Harbert fouls that one back. It's going to be 1-2. Hunter Workman on deck for Cabell Midland. 2 down, bases empty here in the bottom of the third. So far, the only inning Cabell Midland has not threatened. They scored in the first 2 innings. Harbert hits that one into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and that's going to be cut off at center, and Harbert puts on the brakes as he rounds first, and it'll be a base hit, single. Tudor with a nice job cutting that one off out in center field. And now Hunter Workman will come to the plate with 2 down, a runner on first, and Workman drew a walk in the second inning. and came around to score a run. So no official at-bat on the day for Workman. Workman takes that one up. Ball one. Throw over to first, runners back. Sparkman comes to the plate, way high over top of the batter's head. Ball two. 2-0. And that hits Workman in the head. And he gets a hit by a pitch, and that's going to put two runners on.
Will be our leadoff hitter, our catcher, number 20, Eli McGinnis.
And just as I said, Cabell Midland hadn't threatened here in this inning with two down. Luke Harbert gets a base hit, a hit by pitch. Hunter Workman and Cabell Midland now with an opportunity with two down, two runners on in the top of the order, and Eli McGinnis coming to the plate. He struck out and popped up to shortstop, 0 for 2 on the day. Opportunity here for McGinnis. Takes that one high, ball one. And Harbert fouls that one straight back, 1-1.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all.
1-1 from Sparkman. That's going to stay high and inside. 2-1. If you're Riverside and Sparkman, you want to get out of this inning here before you get into the big heart of the order, and that's going to stay inside, ball three. Andrew LaFawn, the number 2 hitter, on deck. Opportunity for McGinnis. Good pitch to hit at 3-1, and he fouls that one straight back. Full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 runners on. Bottom of the third inning. We got time. So I believe McGinnis asked for time and steps out. He's now ready, and we're ready to go as Sparkman will look in and get the pitch call. He'll come to the plate. Runners are going. The ball gets away, and that's going to be ball 4. And so now the bases are loaded.
This will be our second baseman, number 4, Andrew LaFawn.
And so now Andrew LaFawn comes to the plate with the bases loaded, and Andrew LaFawn been hit by a pitch and scored a run. He also drove in 2 runs in the second inning with a 2 RBI single with 2 outs. Just the opportunity he has here with the bases loaded. Opportunity for LaFawn as he takes strike 1.
Courtesy runner on first base, number 16, Brady Ballou.
Brady Ballou is your courtesy runner out at first base for McGinnis. Here's the 0-1. And LaFawn takes that one outside, ball 1, 1-1. And a base hit here will score 2 and really put some distance between Cabell Midland and Riverside. Cabell Midland already leading 5-0. And LaFawn, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to get down, and it's past the right fielder 3 runs are going to score. LaFawn rounds second. He's going to head to third, and he's going to be in safely. And 3 runs score, and Cabell Midland takes an 8-0 lead. So Andrew LaFawn tonight with 2 big 2-out base hits.
After 3 runs will be our right fielder, number 15, Braylon Wing.
So now Braylon Wing will come to the plate, and Wing on the day, 1 for 1, scored a run, and he's walked on the day. Scored a run in the first and stranded on second to end the second inning. And another opportunity here for a 2-out base hit would drive in LaFawn and put this as a 9-0 score. Wing hits that one high in the air into left field. I think it's going to go foul, and Burke unable to make the catch, and so Wing survives that one, and we'll see if that will hurt Riverside. That would have gotten them out of the inning, but Wing gets a reprieve and has an opportunity here to drive in LaFawn with a base hit, or could get him in on an error, just any way to get on safely. Should plate the run. And Wing fouls that one. It's now 0-2, so Wing behind in the count. The 0-2 from Sparkman. Wing takes that one, low ball 1. And that's fouled at the plate. It'll stay 1-2. That's inside ball 2, and now Wing fights back, evens the count after being down 0-2. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wing's going to hit that one down the left field line, running over, and it's going to be out of play. Wing steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner on third. And Wing holds off on that one, and count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Wing with a nice job being down 0-2 and has pushed the count to a full count after a couple of foul balls. And an opportunity here. And Wing grounds that one down the first baseline. Nice pickup by the first base coach. Wing staying alive. Here's the payoff pitch. That's going to stay high, and Braylon Wing with a great at bat. Didn't get the run in, but started out 0-2. Fought back and draws a walk, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Cade Johnson. And how big is that misplay in foul territory where Riverside had a foul ball and Wing could have been out of the inning, but now Wing draws a walk and brings up the cleanup hitter in Cade Johnson. with an opportunity to expand this 8-0 lead. Johnson hits that one, pops that one in the air. That's probably going to do it. Eggleston goes in and makes the catch, and that will do it. But three runs scored on a couple of base hits, 1 error, and 2 left on at the end of 3 complete. It's Cabell Midland 8 and Riverside 0. We'll be back right after this.
It's never been easier to replace your kitchen appliances with the ultimate kitchen bundle at Big Sandy Superstore. What's a kitchen bundle? Choose your fridge, choose your range, dishwasher, and microwave. Pick the finish you love and upgrade individual pieces to fit your needs. Need a French door fridge? Done. Wall oven and cooktop? You got it. When you bundle, you save hundreds. Buy the refrigerator and range, get the dishwasher and microwave free at Big Sandy Superstore.
Download our app today.
Whoa! Ranger Rodney here. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Give me that. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Parks Reward. Return, refresh, refuel.
Water, mold, fire, sewage cleanup handled fast by certified pros. When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX 606 694 1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
All right, folks, we're back here, headed to the top of the 4th inning. It's good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself, for your family, or for your employees, and you've got options with the health plan. The health plan on it. Learn more at healthplan.org. And Owen Maynard coming out for his 4th inning of work. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, he's only faced 1 more than the minimum. As here in the top of the 4th inning, it will be Osborne, George, and Eggleton to come to the plate.
Number 7, Levi Osborne.
And Cabell Midland has put runs on the board in all 3 innings that they've been at the plate so far. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 3 in the third to lead this one 8-0. And they're trying to leave no doubt and punch their ticket to the state tournament next week. As Maynard delivers strike 1, a nice breaking ball. Got strike 1 on Osborne, who is 0 for 1. He grounded to second base as part of the double play, and that's strike 2 on the inside part of the plate, but grounded to LaFawn, who stepped on second and then threw to first to complete the double play in the 1st inning. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And strike 3 called on that one, and quickly 1 away, and I've got 4 strikeouts for Owen Maynard. Aaron George coming to the plate. And now we've got a discussion at the plate. I think we might have a disagreement on balls and strikes. I'm not sure, but I don't think Riverside has been happy with the calls a couple of times in this ball game. So there's 1 down, and Aaron George, I mentioned LaFawn that he picked up the double play, and I think I said that Osborne, who just led off this inning, he was on first, and LaFawn forced him out at second and then threw on to first to get George in that double play in the 1st inning. And that's going to be ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Had something on that one by Maynard. Still throwing at mid-80s, that one at 86. Here's the 1-1 from Maynard. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and took something off of that one, and George out in front of it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Don't want to jinx him, but Maynard has pitched very well tonight against Riverside. Here through 3 1/3. And that bounces. 2-2. Swing and a miss. It's in front of the plate. And I don't know if he's going to get him, and they're going to say he's safe. That'll be a strikeout, but it's a drop ball, and runner will get on first.
Number 30, Tug Eggleton.
So Tug Eggleton will now come to the plate. He grounded out to second base, and his only at bat tonight. Only the third base runner for Riverside tonight, so it's the third one in 4 innings. And that's strike one on the outside corner. 0-1 on Eggleton. Throw over. Runner's back. Another throw over. Runner steps back. Maynard will come to the plate. And it's going to be ball one. 1-1. Eggleston will hit that one down to third, picked up over to second, and I think LaFawn might have lost that one in the sun as Workman was quickly trying to get it over to him. And
now with 2-1, 1 out. Coming to bat will be the third baseman, number 20, Caden Lipson.
So now Riverside with their biggest threat of the night with 2 on. And only 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning, and it's the number 5 hitter, Caden Lipscomb, will come to the plate. He struck out in the 2nd inning. One of 5 strikeouts tonight for Owen Maynard. That's going to be hit down the right field line, but slicing foul. So a long strike. And hitter asks for time. Lipscomb will step out. No balls and 1 strike. And that's fouled down the right side. 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. It's the first inning in this ball game that Riverside's had more than one runner on. So 0-2 from Maynard. And that's grounded right back to Maynard. He makes the stab to second to Hinkle. Over to first and a double play. Nice job by Maynard. The 1-6-3 double play, and that erases the threat. And we're headed to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cabell Midland 8, Riverside nothing. We'll be back right after this.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
When you're stressed, you come get a massage, it just melts it away. I started having major muscle spasms, and the pain was so excruciating, I couldn't move my left arm. I was wondering how I was going to support my family. From the get-go, they made me feel important, that I wasn't just another patient. I knew immediately when I woke up after surgery, I was free of pain. My future looked a little brighter.
Inspired neurosurgical care at UK King's Daughters.
Greatness is built with chocolate milk, the official beverage of the WVSSAC. The American Dairy Association's Mideast reminds you low-fat chocolate milk has the right mix of fluids, carbs, and protein to rehydrate and refuel muscles. Visit drink-milk.com. So we're back here, headed to the bottom of the fourth inning, as Jaden Sparkman will come out, but he doesn't have too many pitches left. He's 85 pitches through 3 innings.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth inning for the night.
And do have a score update for you from East Carter High School, where the 16th Region Softball Championship is being played. Top of the 6th inning, the Ashland Kittens lead Rowan County 12-3. So Cruz Hunt will now step in with 2 flyouts on the day. And that is grounded to third. Lipscomb on one knee, throws it way over Eggleston's head, and first base runner is on.
Shortstop number 26, Seth Hinkle.
Seth Hinkle with 2 pop-ups to shortstop on the night. So he's 0 for 2 on the evening, but Cabell Midland gets their first runner on via throwing error. So 1 on. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Throw back to first, and Hunt is back safely. That's outside, ball 1. That's fouled away. Strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. And throw over, runner back. It's fouled straight back. 1 and 2 now on Seth Hinkle. Cam Wallace on deck for Cabell Midland. And that is blooped over to first base, and a nice job getting back by Cruz Hunt as a little flare down to first base. Gets the first out of the inning, and Cam Wallace comes to the plate with a 1-for-2 on the night with a base hit, scored a run, and he's popped up to first base. Runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning, Cabell Midland leading 8-0. They scored in every inning in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and trying to score again here as Cam Wallace takes ball 1. And throw back to first, and runners back. That's hit high in the air to left field. It's hit deep, and that is gone off the scoreboard. A 2-run home run for Cam Wallace, and Cabell Midland takes a 2-0 or a 10-0 lead on the 2-run home run by Cam Wallace. Cruz Hunt scores and Wallace scores, and Cabell Midland goes up 10-0. Big knock there by Cam Wallace. And that's going to bring up Luke Harbert. And he is 1-for-1 on the day with a single, scored a run, and had a sacrifice in the 2nd inning. Base is empty as Harbert pops that one up in the air. Second baseman going out, right fielder coming in, and unable to get it as it did bounce. The umpire in good position out in the grass in short center. And Luke Harbert will get on with the base hit. A great attempt there by Breeden out in right field. Just couldn't get to it. As now Hunter Workman comes to the plate. And Workman on the night does not have an official at bat. He's walked and been hit by a pitch and scored 2 runs and takes ball 1. And that is strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. That is going to be a base hit into left field, a line drive by Hunter Workman, and that's going to bring the top of the order and Eli McGinnis up with 2 runners on. So that's 3 base hits in a row, a 2-run home run by Cam Wallace, single by Harbert, single by Workman, and that's going to bring McGinnis to the plate. McGinnis on the day is 0-for-2. He's drawn a walk, drew a walk into third, and came around to score. Big opportunity here for him to extend this 10-0 lead. Sparkman delivers high, ball 1. Sparkman getting close to the 100-pitch mark, so he's going to be limited on pitches here before too long. And that's 2-0 outside to McGinnis. Three and 0. And 4 balls in a row now loads the bases. Now Andrew LaFawn, who is 2-for-2 on the night with a stolen base, three RBI. Oh, excuse me.
Going to be number 11, Ethan Eves.
So Ethan Eves will bat for LaFawn, and he takes strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are loaded for Ethan Eves, who's batting for LaFawn. He takes ball 1 high. And it's ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now coming about for the Knights will be number 2, Owen Brunty.
So now Owen Brunty will come and bat for Braylon Wing. 2 down, bases loaded. That's strike 1 on the corner. 0-1. And that's hit in the air and going to be caught by the second baseman. But at the end of 4 complete, Midland puts 2 runs on the board on the 2-run homer by Cam Wallace. They had 3 total hits and left 3 at the end of 4 complete. 10-0, Midland with the lead. We'll be back right after this.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boots stop loud.
Candied bacon. A buttermilk ranch bun. With a jalapeno kick. Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
All right, folks, we are back. Some defensive changes for Cabell Midland. It looks like Ethan Eves is at second, Tucker Atkins at first, Owen Brunty in right field. And Toyota and your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the WVSSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. And for the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Bricado and Greg Carey's Daily Post at wvmetronews.com. And so Owen Maynard coming out to start at the top of the 5th, and Cabell Midland with a 10-0 lead here in the 5th inning, and Riverside needs some runs, or Cabell Midland will be headed to the state tournament.
Out in right field, number 2, Owen Brunty. Our new second baseman's number 11, Ethan Eves. And playing first base, number 18, Tucker Atkins.
And so now it's going to be
number 0, left fielder Eli Burke.
6, 7, and 8 hitters for Riverside. It'll be Burke, Breeden, and Beasley. So triple B's coming up, scheduled to come to the plate for Riverside. As we're waiting for that, try to get you a final score as it was getting late in the game out at Grayson, Kentucky, where Ashland was all over Rowan County. In the 6th inning, they were leading 12-3, the last score that I got. And it is still 12-3 in the top of the 7th inning. Ashland is the visitor, so they're batting in the top of the 7th with a 9-run lead. Burke on the day 0 for 1 and takes strike 1 from Owen Maynard, 0-1. That's hit in the air into right center field. Brunty is going to be there to make the catch. Nice job by Brunty. 1 away. Bryson Breeden will now come to the plate.
Coming to bat for Riverside will be the right fielder, number 4, Bryson Breeden.
So Breeden on the day. He was on base and then was the first runner out, force out on a 1-4-3 double play back in the 3rd inning as Maynard drops in strike 1, 0-1. And that's high and in, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's got to be strike 2. Right down the middle, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, 2-1, excuse me. I'm trying to give him an extra strike. So 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1. Riverside right now needs base runners. They'll take them any way they can get them. They'll take them if it's a walk here or air, however they can get a runner on, they'll take it. Down 10-0 here in the top of the 5th. And that's a ball. And the runner's going to move up to first.
Number 17, Nate Beasley.
So now Nate Beasley will come to the plate. For 1. Grounded into a double play in the 2nd. Maynard steps off, runner back, hitter steps out. Maynard will deliver. That's popped in the air off the first base side. Catcher and first baseman, McGinnis and Atkins running for it, but just out of the reach of both of them. Oh, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Maynard. Curveball. Stay just low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice location on the first base attempted pickoff there by Maynard, but the runner was back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 5th inning, a runner on for Riverside, but Cabell Midland with a 10-0 lead, trying to close this one out. And that's fouled straight back, and that's going to be strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball stays high, 2-2. They've now moved to the bottom of the 7th, out in Grayson. In the 16th Region Championship game in softball, Ashland with the big lead, 12-3, as Rowan County bats in the bottom of the 7th. Here it's top of the 5th, 10-0, Cabell Midland. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, 1 out, runner on first. Maynard comes with a 2-2 and hits the batter in the helmet, and that's going to put 2 runners on. And it's going to bring up Dom Hodge.
Now coming to bat for the Warriors will be number 1, Dom Hodge.
So Hodge on the day has struck out. He's 0 for 1. And we've got a quick visit to the mound. Let's take a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Water, mold, fire, sewage cleanup handled fast by certified pros. When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX 606 694 1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for 2.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
All right, folks, we are back. Dom Hodge stepping in with 2 runners on and 1 out. He's the number 9 hitter for Riverside. And he's going to foul that one out of play. Strike 1. So after Hodge, it goes back to the top of the order in Jaden Sparkman for Riverside. And that is fouled at the plate. It's now 0-2. That's hit in the air into right field. Brunty playing in, goes back, makes the catch. The runner tags at second. An opportunity, and he almost slid over the bag, but kept his foot on as Breeden moves up to third.
2 outs coming about for Riverside will be their leadoff hitter, number 15, Jaden Sparkman.
So sacrifice fly moves the runner up to third, and now Jaden Sparkman comes to the plate, and he's grounded out to the pitcher and struck out today. He's 0 for 2. Two down. Runners on first and third. And Maynard throws high, ball one. And that's strike one. Same pitch, just a little down further in the zone. Gets the strike that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Sparkman fouls that one away. It's now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Cabell Midland leading 10-0. Winner of this one goes to the state tournament next week at Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. Winner of this one will be one of 8 that will be at the state tournament. Our other 2 West Virginia partner schools, Huntington High and Spring Valley, have both qualified for their respective classes state tournament. Huntington in 4A, Spring Valley in 3A, and Cabell Midland trying to secure their spot in Class 4A as well. 1-2 for Maynard. Curveball stays high. 2-2. And we have a final from Grayson, Kentucky. The Ashland Kittens are victorious and win the 16th region, and they'll head to the state tournament next week down in Lexington, Kentucky. So congratulations to the Ashland Kittens on defeating Rowan County 12-3 tonight. Made the regional championship game last year and took it a step further and won the region this year, and will head to Lexington next week. And that's inside. Count's going to go full. 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Runners on first and third. Top of the 5th inning, Cabell Midland leading 10-0. Here's the payoff pitch. And swing and a miss, and strike 3. And Sparkman strikes out. And the Cabell Midland Knights have secured their place at the state tournament next week with a 10-0 victory in 5 innings over Riverside. Congratulations to the Knights. And we will take a break. We'll come back and wrap this one up here on MyTown TV here in a couple of minutes.
Download our app today.
Whoa, easy on that trigger, partner.
Are you talking to me?
Ranger Rodney here, looking out for your wallet. You gonna put in them rewards?
Rewards?
Hot doggies, give me that.
What in the Pixar?
You know, Clark's Rewards. Save on gas, get free stuff. There you go, partner. Gets them every time.
Rewards. Got it.
Clark's Rewards. Return, refresh, refuel.
Your family deserves nothing but the best.
The sky's the limit. Drew and Jonathan's Modular One sofas and sectionals at Big Sandy. They're fully customizable, oh so comfortable, and affordable. Modular One can be designed precisely to your liking, with multiple available pieces to choose from in 7 great colors, starting at $4.99. Pick what you need, combine, adjust, that's it. Your room, your way.
Shop Drew and Jonathan Home at Big Sandy Superstore.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most. Our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for two.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick six, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap, rap. Pick six meal for two for $19.99.
I was tired, wasn't getting very good sleep. I was dragging. I think deep down I knew something was wrong. Felt quite a bit of pain in my chest. Next thing you knew, I was doing a heart cath. I absolutely felt better immediately. Right back to work Monday morning with no kind of complications whatsoever. I know a lot about heating and air conditioning, but you guys are the ones that know about hearts.
Inspired Heart Care at UK King's Daughters.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX Water, Fire, Mold, Sewage Cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX 606-694-1096 today. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Rights to this WVSSAC championship event have been granted to MyTown TV by the West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written permission of the WVSSAC is prohibited.
All right, folks, we are back. And again, congratulations to the Knights of Cabell Midland for qualifying for the Class 4A state tournament next week at Marshall University. And a congratulations also to our other two West Virginia partner schools, the Huntington Highlanders, who qualified for the Class 4A tournament earlier this week, and Spring Valley, the Timberwolves in Class AAA, also qualified for the state tournament. So all three of our West Virginia partner schools will be playing in their respective state tournaments next week. The Warriors of Riverside finished the year at 11-21. Cabell Midland improves to 20-15, and honestly, it was all Cabell Midland from the start, as Owen Maynard through the first through the first 4 innings, only faced 14 hitters out of the minimum of 12. Got a couple of runners on there in the 5th, but was able to close it out. But Cabell Midland with 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, and then the big blow that put them up 10 runs was a 2-run home run off the scoreboard in left field by designated hitter Cam Wallace. Put them up 10-0, and they closed it out in the top of the 5th. Win by a run rule victory and qualify for the Class 4A state tournament. Want to remind you and say congratulations again to the Ashland Kittens, the 16th region champion in softball. They defeated Rowan County tonight 12-3. We still have some postseason baseball action left over in Kentucky this week. I'll be down at Bath County tomorrow night to bring you Ashland and Rowan County. The same 2 schools that played in the championship game of softball will play in semifinal number 1 in baseball tomorrow night. First pitch scheduled for 5:30. So we know with those 2 playing, we will have a MyTown team partner school in the championship game in the 16th region. So it'll either be Ashland or Rowan County will face the winner of East Carter or Boyd County. If Ashland is victorious, I'll be bringing you that game on Saturday. If it's the Rowan County Vikings defeat Ashland, Nathan River, our Rowan County play-by-play man, will be bringing you the championship game on Saturday of the 16th region from down at Bath County. State tournament in softball and baseball in Kentucky will start next week. I believe it's next Thursday. Both of those tournaments begin in Kentucky. Again, I want to say congratulations to Cabell Midland tonight, Huntington High and Spring Valley, all 3 making the state tournament. Congratulations to the Ashland Kittens. And I want to say a word, really appreciate everyone tuning in, appreciate the sponsors that has allowed us to bring you all of the action here in West Virginia. I've spent most of the baseball and softball season here in West Virginia, and really appreciate the hospitality we've seen, and I hope you have enjoyed the product we've been able to bring you thanks to all of our sponsors, just like Restoration RX, who is the sponsor here of our post-game show. Again, I want to thank you for a great season here in softball and baseball, because this will be our last video broadcast as we're unable to broadcast any of the state tournament. We appreciate you tuning in. And for tonight, I want to thank especially my cameraman Grant, my producer Conley, Valley tonight for help bringing you the action. I want to say thank you to all of our schools and everyone, as I said, who's been so hospitable to MyTown TV this season. Again, I appreciate it. And again, your final score, Cabell Midland 10, Riverside nothing. I'm Mike Miller. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck to all of our teams at the state tournament, Huntington, Spring Valley, and Cabell Midland. Good night, everybody.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Have you tried the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club?
Did you say ranch?
I need a little ranch. Ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch. Ranch, I wanna let my boo stop long.
Candied bacon.
One step back, take your
A buttermilk ranch bun.
put your hands up high, drop down low.
With a jalapeno kick.
The way it goes at the ranch.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club. It's Chick-fil-A chicken, all ranched up.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.